Welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday video. Today we're going to continue looking at Google Slides, and specifically we're going to look at adding shapes to our Google Slides. And shapes can be added to Google Slides to, again, kind of add a little bit more creativity and give them a really nice artistic look. So to begin, you're going to go up here to the Shape menu, and when you click on it, another little drop-down menu appears, and you have different types of shapes you can add. Basic shapes, you've got arrows, you've got call-outs, and you've got some mathematical shapes that you can add. I tend to stay on the top three. So let's just show you how you would do this. You'd simply select the type of shape you want, and then go over and hover over whichever one that you're wanting to add. And once you've hovered over the one you want to add, you're simply going to click on it, and then your mouse cursor will now look like this, and you're going to click and hold and drag to draw the shape. Now, once I've got the shape drawn, you can format the shape as far as color is concerned by using the fill tool. So you can change the fill color. You can also change the outline of the border of it. And you can even change the weight of the border to give your shape a distinctive look. Now, the cool thing about a shape, I can move it around, I can resize it just by clicking on the little squares right there you see. But the neat thing about a shape in Google Slides is that a shape is automatically, or it's also a text box. And so I can actually type text into this shape. So I can do a double click on the shape, and you see my cursor appears there. By default on the shapes, everything is left aligned and middle aligned. And then what I mean by that is if you look at your alignment here, that means the text is aligned to the left margin, and it's aligned to the middle of the shape. Now you can change that. For example, if I want it to be center aligned, and I also want it to be aligned at the top of my shape, I could click on that. And then I could simply type whatever I want to type there. Now to edit the text, just like you did on previous ones, you can click on the shape itself and then come up here and select what options you want. You can change the font style, you can change the font color. Okay, and that gives you that's a really neat way to dress up or add some real cool artistic look to any particular slide presentation or ebook that you might be creating. Again, another cool one I want to point out is these call outs. These are a great way to provide if you wanted to make some sort of like a comic book strip or something like that. So I'm going to draw this thought bubble here, and when I let go of it, you're going to see a new icon that you might not have seen before. It's that little yellow diamond, and that when you see that on a shape, that means there's a part of the shape that you can edit a little bit. So if I get my mouse on that and I click and hold and drag it, you see the little thought bubbles moving apart from each other. So you do have some ability to edit on some of those shapes. The thought bubble is one of them. Oftentimes the arrows are another one. So if I come here and I draw the arrow, notice there's a little diamond right there and diamond right here. If you click and hold those, you can see how you can adjust the thickness. Here you can adjust how big or where the arrowhead is. And you can, again, this is just like this text box here. So if I do a double click on this, my cursor appears and I can type in it. Do a double click on the thought bubble, my cursor appears and I can type on it. So that's how you can add some shapes and use shapes when adding titles to your slides to kind of give it a really cool look.